What's going on, YouTube? Such a beautiful day out by me. The record high temperatures, so in a good mood today. Obviously, you guys see behind me the sun's, shining right through the glass. It's absolutely gorgeous outside, and I'm liking the early spring. Yeah. So that's basically that. And the point of the video is pretty much I'm just going to be talking to you guys about what you can eat and how much you should eat while cutting. Now, this is just, keep in mind this is for like teens. I'm not trying to give advice to any big dude that's out there. It's like 35, 40 years old. I'm not that, knowledgeable. I haven't really done trial and error so much for that experience. I'm not really that experienced, but I do know what I'm talking about to a certain extent. And I'm just going to share with you what I know. Well, what's worked for me, I can only share that, what's worked best for me. And pretty much something like this, I'll just show you this right now, is a really healthy, lean meal that you can eat while cutting, or you can eat it even while bulking if you're just hungry and you eat something that's not high in calories. I'm just fixing this real quick. It might look a little nasty, but it's good. And some of you might have tried it. It is a salad. A little one, only because it's compacted with all this mustard. Yes, that's mustard on it. I don't even put any hopefully you guys saw that because of the camera. Alright, there it is. If you haven't tried this and you like mustard and you like lettuce, try it, alright? This is actually organic lettuce. My dad got it. There's really no difference between regular lettuce, romaine lettuce, and organic. I'm pretty sure there's no difference except for like the way they spray the chemicals and stuff. But as long as you're washing it, you're not just eating it right out of the bag or whatever, then you should be fine. But anyways, this is a great low-calorie snack. You can eat it before you go to sleep. You can eat it if you're really hungry and you don't want to waste your calories on something, like for a snack, something like that. That specifically applies to people who are cutting. I'm just eating it because I actually like it and I'm kind of craving it, so whatever. But to the cutting and what you should eat, pretty much what I like to say is when you're cutting, really you should avoid processed foods as much as possible. If it comes in a box, most of the time, now that's not for all times. If it comes in a can, most of the time, like I said. But certain things, like you can get canned beans, canned vegetables, frozen vegetables, frozen fruits, stuff of that nature. You really want to get as much things that come from the earth as possible. You know what I'm saying? Because if it comes from the earth, it's got nutrients in it and minerals and vitamins and stuff that you need that you might not realize, but you do need, especially for muscle growth and growth in general. And it's, of course, healthy for you. Sorry, just get a little off topic. Stuff like chicken breasts, animals and stuff that live on Earth, as long as they're treated properly, cage-free chicken and all that, it should be completely fine. You won't be eating some nasty-ass chicken, but if you don't care about that, go ahead and buy regular. Eggs, pretty much any type of lean beef, anything from an animal, but when you're cutting, specifically stick to chicken breast. Turkey breast is good, or just turkey. Just stay away from the fatty parts of the animal. And lean ground beef, stuff like that. Everything that's lean, as lean as you could possibly get. And you can eyeball it too if you see whiteness, or if it's not completely, the color that a lean cut should be. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking at beef, it's usually red for the most part. If it's completely red or pinkish looking, then that's pretty good. I mean, if it's all red with white in it and stuff, that means there's a lot of fat, for those of you that don't know. I'm going to try and wrap this video up a little quicker, but vegetables, you can get them frozen, you can get them fresh, or you can get them canned or whatever. Just watch the sodium, especially if you're cutting, because sodium will give you that bloated look, and it will make you retain more water weight. And if you're, if you're measuring your weight loss by the scale, that water weight does interfere with your real weight loss. So watch your sodium a little. Only get your daily recommended amount. It's about 2,500 milligrams. So just keep track of that. And stuff like this. Certain processed foods are okay, of course, like mustard and like whatever vinegar, something that like is not from the earth, but goes through a processing state. That's fine. Beans, brown rice. Get your real whole food. You know what I'm saying? Wheat bread is debatable. I know it's very good for you. It's very healthy, much more healthier than white. But it does go through processing, and they do add some sugar sometimes. And I don't know. I mean, if you really, really need bread, then go ahead and eat it. But if you don't, cut that out of your diet and just stick with sort of like brown rice. That's not processed. Well, I mean it is, but stick with your simple whole food stuff that come from the earth sort of things. Like I said, animals that live on earth, vegetables that grow from the ground, potatoes grow from the ground. Pretty much a rule of thumb is when you're going grocery shopping, try, for the most part, shop around the outside ring of your store. And unless your store is different, it should be mainly produce, and you get to the back and it's got a lot of the fresh meats and seafood and stuff. That's also from the earth, of course, fish. And then you get all the way to the dairy sort of products, and and then you get over to like the breads. Usually, that's pretty much the outside ring, at least in my store. And you want to stay away from the aisles as much as possible. I understand if you're trying to get like canned beans or something, watch the sodium on that. I know Rienzi is the name of the brand. They make a no salt added bean product. They just don't put salt in it, and it tastes great. So get that if you're gonna get canned beans. I suggest, and you can get, like I said, it's basically get whole foods from the earth, and you should be fine in cutting. Just you should also, when you're finding out your daily calorie intake, I wouldn't suggest. Some people say, I mean, it depends on what your goals are. If you're looking to lose weight really, really fast, then drop your calories. Let's say your maintenance is 2,000. Drop your calories down 500. That's for cutting. For bulking, you'll do the opposite and add 500 or whatever. If you're looking to bulk heavily, if you're looking to lose weight slowly and preserve muscle, I'd stick to maybe the 200 to 400 range of caloric deficit. That will probably preserve the most muscle for you as possible without and while cutting weight, of course. And you will notice results slower, but you will still notice results in the long run. So if you're going to do that and you're going to try and preserve muscle, I suggest starting a cut a little earlier. This way you get to your goal at your goal. Starting at the same. If you start earlier with a slightly less caloric deficit, it will lead you up to your goal. If you don't start early enough, you will only get to a certain point of your goal. You know what I'm saying? Like if your goal date's in 3 months, if you cut calories 200, starting today, March 22nd, if you cut only 200 calories, it'll take a while to get to your weight loss goal. But if you cut 500, you'll get there a lot quicker. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically it for this video, guys. Just some cutting tips and some food nutrition advice. Like I said, this is a great little meal. I wouldn't make this your dinner or nothing, that's for sure. Maybe a nice little side dish along with maybe something else. But that's basically it. And stick with that rule of thumbs I was sharing with you guys about shopping the outside ring of your store. So that wraps it up for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Please comment, subscribe, like, and check out the other videos. Yeah, so like I said, thanks for watching. Peace.